Next up, let's work on our admin login page. So in the previous episode, we designed our home page and then the single article page. So far, we are making a great progress. And if you've been able to reach this point with me, kindly consider liking these videos and sharing them with your friends. So let's go ahead and create our admin login page. So we'll name that page, let's say admin underscore login.php. So that's how we'll name the page. So if I enter, the page doesn't exist, so we get this error. So I'm going to pick our single page and then save it as. So save it as, and then I'll just place the name we want. So this is like making a copy of the single page and then create the admin login page. So if I visit this page now, I should see the single page. So here, of course, it is not what we want. So we want to get rid of anything article here, and we'll keep the header. Great. So what we want to have here is the form. So first of all, we want to have a login text. So this is going to be, so let's say we use h4 tag h4, and we are like login. So let's see what size that comes. So this is too tiny. It's okay. So we'll fix it with CSS. Then the next thing, we need to have a form. So for this form, so I think I should rather put everything in a form tag like this, and then have the heading. And for this heading, let me use heading 2, no problem. So it's already big. So the next thing is we need to fields, your email and then the password. We will not use any particular label. We'll use the placeholder like we did here inside, and then we would now create, let's say, input type email, name email, then we give it a placeholder of you@gmail.com. Since it's the admin side, we don't want to make it too nice or too explicit on whatever happens on that page. In case a hacker passes by, it should be a bit confused. So input type password, name password, and then we give it a placeholder of password as well. So this will not show password because it is password type. So it shows password. So but when you type, it will hide the password. So yes, great. And then the next thing and last, and this one is the button to submit, and this is like sign in. So sign in. All right. So the next thing for us is to format the form. So we'll specify the action. For now, we'll make it empty action, and then the method, for now, we can specify it is post. So now let's go ahead and style it. So let me close this page. So we'll make a separation here again, and we'll now say admin sign in. So for the admin sign in, let's call this form sign in, since we have only one sign in the whole application. So we can allow ourselves to use that here now. So if I go ahead and say sign in, for the sign in, I would like it to be contained. So let me first of all focus on the fields. Try to reproduce these fields. So the background so the sign in input, so since we have only 2 inputs. The border radius is something like 3 pixels. The border itself is like 2 pixels solid, and then it's white. The background color, it seems to be transparent. Great, something like that. So we also have to give it some padding, some inner space, padding of, let's say, 1.7 rem, and yes, let me keep it for all sides. Okay, so something like that. And then the font size has to increase to 1.3 rem, and the text color should be white. Okay, so when I type, yes, I should get something. So do we have something like placeholder, color red? Wow, that's great. So we'll give it the same color. Red. So when you type, it will go. I think making it white is a bit not okay, because it looks like the actual text. So let's dim it. It's even not. Three. It's gone. So I think this is just to explore. Let me ignore it. The default is okay. Great. So that's okay. So now next, I would like this to display also as block, display block. Great. And the width should be 100%. 100%. Great. Then they should have a margin bottom of 1 rem. It's too small. Let's double it. Okay, great. So the button, how do we have the button? So a little bit like the inputs. So it means I have to give it a border radius. I want it to have a border, I want it to have a background, I want it to have a padding, the font size, the color. The display shouldn't be blocked, so that's fine. So great. So we have our button here. I will not bother to align it at the right side. Let's keep it there so that we go faster. So one thing we could also do is to give it a mouse over effect, button hover. So when we mouse over on it, what can we do? So probably instead of the border to be like this, the border should go transparent, and then the background should go white, and then the text color should go black. So we reload to see. Yes, so something like that. So since we might have more buttons in the whole system, so it is better we rather clear this from here, and maybe we make it like universal to all buttons. So, and then I will take it from here and put it up where we have common styles. So I think right under the A's. So, and then I will also apply this transition effect on the button. So if we reload, because we are using the post method, every time I reload it gives us, so we have this. So this is cool. Now we can see that the fields are really large because they try to follow the size of the container. So it means where we have the form, so the sign in form, or the form is called sign in. Yes, so the sign in actually. So the form with the class sign in, the weight should be 50% of its container, and then get centered using the margin 0 and then auto. Great. So we have the heading 2 inside, so that heading 2, so H2, so we align it at the middle, text align center. Great. And then we also wanted to increase the size, but I think at this point it's okay because I don't want it to overtake the size of the name. So this is quite okay at this point. All right, so thank you for sticking around. I'll see you in the next episode where we are going to design the administrator's dashboard. So like this video quickly and see you then.